Hello guys, on today's part of this my data project series, we are going to be building my dashboard for this data set together. So the first thing I did was to add my cards. So I went to my visualization pane and then I clicked on cards. I'll be adding 3 cards for this dashboard. One will be my total sales, one will be my total cash, and one will be total transfer. So after adding the cards, I had to drag the total sales from my sales home table, total cash from my sales home table, and total transfer from my sales home table. So you have to make sure that they are aligned. So I have to adjust the cards. So I wanted to add colors and make it look more better. So I changed the size, but no, I don't want to change the size. I want to add color. So the first thing I did was that I was actually looking so I went to the effect option. That's where you get to choose your colors. I don't really like this color, but I wanted to experiment. Then I picked another shade of blue. So dark. This is going to take a while because it's like building your dashboard is like designing, and I want my dashboard to look presentable. Anyway, I wasn't satisfied with the color, so I had to switch to the more color options. As you can see, so I'm trying to find the kind of shade of blue I want. I did the same thing I did for my first card. I had to increase my transparency because that shade of blue I used was too deep. So increasing my transparency made it lighter. Then category label, I want to change the font of the numbers in my cards. See, the total cash is now bold and more darker. Did the same thing. I did the same thing for the number there. I was just trying to see which one would work better for me actually. Then I will use semi-bold. I was still not satisfied, so forgive me. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to find the perfect font for this. I didn't like this area black font. I made it bold. So I went to my call out value. I did the same thing. You see. I still had to change it. So I changed my category label too. So I did the same thing for the next card. As you can see, I want this to be the same size as the first cards I created. So I checked the the size from the properties for the first one from the visualization pane. So I wanted to make sure that I'm using the same card size for each of my cards, and I have to make sure that my fonts, the category, the colored value and the category value, it tallies with the font in the other cards, so they are not looking like, I don't know how to put it into words, but they look like they have the same features and everything moving forward. Here is me choosing my colors. Then I had to go to my general option data format. Now we are going to effect, because I want to put colors. Then I pick the shade of blue I want. Transparency. I have to put it on the same percentage as the old transparency. Color value. Category value. Change it. The font is bolder and bigger now. Then I make it bold. Okay. I do the same for this. I'm so sorry if I'm boring you with this, but I just wanted to show the whole process on how I was able to build my dashboard. Okay. So now we have it. The visuals, the color value, turn it to area, Unicode, MS, make it bold. Then I go to my category label, change it also to area, Unicode, MS, make it bold. And now I also want to make sure the height is the same as the other two cards. So I'm imputing the values. Now here we have it. I spent so much time building these cards. That's because I was working on 3 different cards. Okay. So now that I have them, I have to make sure that they are aligned. Anyway, now that we've done this, the next thing I did was to add my line charts. Now, the line chart is used to represent a trend over a period of time. It's mostly used to represent something that has happened over a period of time. So that was in the wrong axis. So I have to put my date in my x-axis. Okay. Then I drag my total sales into my y-axis. Now the line chart is going to help us. It's going to show us the trend of sales, of our total sales over the days of November, because remember this data set is only for 1 month, right? So yeah, that's what we're doing right here. So now, so after doing this, I don't know why I was trying to remove the whole quarter and everything, because it was only 1 month data set. But while doing that, I noticed that my chart was not looking too good. So yeah, I had to redo it again, just cancel the whole date and drag another date into the x-axis. So yeah, I wanted to change the title of my line charts. I did that by going to the visualization pane, general, and pick title. That was why I type in daily sales trend. I later changed that name moving forward, but I just want to show you the whole process of how I created this dashboard. Anyway, I went to my format pane. I pressed shift, then I clicked on each of my cards. I wanted to group them together so they can move together. As you can see, they can move together. I can adjust them together into the same height. So yeah, I had to make my line chart bolder, put it in the middle. After that, I added a bar chart, a column chart, to this dashboard I am building now. Yeah, I'm using this to calculate so I'm using the data hierarchy. Yeah, I have to remove my days and quarters, still not looking good. Anyway, I had to cancel everything and put the date again. Now it looks better. Date, I'm using just date instead of the date hierarchy. I was just trying to check which one will work better for me. Then this one, was to check my cash against my transfer, like how they are performing. Anyway, I had to change the title. I changed the title for this. Then I don't know why I just paused here for so long. I can't remember what I was doing here that made me stayed on this particular place for too long. But okay, I think I was doing something, so I had to stand up. Anyway, I had to give it a new title because this title that this thing has is not making sense. So this is I decided to give it the sales breakdown by payment type. So as you can see, I have cash, I have transfer, based on the kind of data type, what the data looks like. Anyway, I went further to add my filter. Oh, that was a mistake. I was supposed to not click on what I was working on. Anyway, I fixed that, and I had to bring in my filter. I only put my date in the filter. So yeah, I had first quarter. I had to cancel it. I don't want quarter because I'm only working with 1 month data set. So I scroll down and I had to make sure that I tick November. As you can see, yeah, because this data set is a November data set. Then I have to minimize it. I like it like this better. So anytime I want to let's assume I had more data sets and I wanted to check the data, the sales trend for December, January, I just get to click the drop down and change and pick the month I want. Anyway, moving forward, I had to start adding colors to my wallpaper, my dashboard wallpaper over here. I didn't like the first ash color I used, so I changed it because that was too dark. Yeah, what you can see here is just me. It's just me trying different things. Anyway, I didn't like the name I gave. I told you before that I later went on to to change the name. I changed the name of my line chart from daily sales trend to daily sales performance. I think that is better than using the word trend. But the word trend was not bad, but I just felt like sales performance was better. Then I did the same thing. I had to change the name for my column charts. I changed it to running total because that was what I was calculating. That was what I was trying to show with with this dashboard and the column. I think then I went further to add like a title to my dashboard. For that to add a title to my dashboard, and I decided to name this dashboard detached sales dashboard. I will be explaining later in the future why I named this dashboard I'm creating detached sales dashboard. So I had to change the format. I had to bring the text to the middle. That was what I was doing here. I wanted to make it align to the top, so that was how we got to the top. And I also changed the background for my text to white. I didn't show it, but yeah, I wanted it to be ash. It was not looking too well like that, Jerry. Does this look good? I think I should change it, but I think anyway. See, I have to change back to white. So when someone sees this dashboard and they see the title, they can easily understand what is going on. The title needs to be catchy. So yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching.